I'm here with Jessica DiCicco, and we are talking about I Know That Voice, which is going from movie to series. And one thing that I'm asking everybody is versatility is a big thing that they talk about in the movie. You're not limited to your physical appearance or anything like that. Is there a character for you that comes to mind that is furthest away from your physical appearance or your personality?
I think mostly like incidental roles, because as a voice actor, like you have your part and then they usually want you to do lots of smaller roles, and those are usually like the weirdest. Like I remember in Adventure Time playing like a little snowman in a dream sequence, and I was actually talking to John DiMaggio's character. He's like, "You're president now, Jake." And then like I don't know, like playing like a rock or just random creatures, yeah. And then like I did like a weird like salamander monster, and just like it's so much fun because you really just get to be anything under the sun.
Those villains have to offer you so much creativity, but do you get to see it first, or they just say you're a rock, do a rock?
Usually it depends on the show. Some shows are storyboard driven, so you do get to see what the director has in mind, the animation director, not the voice director, but for the most part, it's the script, and then they, you have to just make it up, and then they can describe it to you. But it's really fun because you just get to play. Yeah, it's fun.
Is there a time that you can think of where you have dropped into a character voice, maybe in public, and just watched a fan's face totally change in front of you?
Yes. This actually happened recently. I was in San Francisco. We were doing a Segway tour, and so nerdy. I love it.
I didn't even know they were still around.
Oh, they're so much fun. I'm like, we were doing that. And I get, it's funny because like you get familiar with your fandoms, and I was like, I bet you anything that guy's an Adventure Time fan. I bet you anything. And so I asked him, and I was like, what animated shows do you like? The first thing out of his mouth was Adventure Time.
Yeah.
And so I just looked at him and I was like, would you define nature for me? And he was like, wait, are you just really good at impressions? Or are you? And then he was such a huge fan. Yeah. He just started freaking out. He was like banging. He was like joking around, like banging his head against the Segway. I was like, this is so awesome, just to be able to like have this effect. That's amazing. Yeah, it's so fun.
That can never possibly get old, can it?
I don't think so. Yeah, it's such a unique position to be in, and like, it's just so cool. Yeah.
One of the things I've noticed about the voiceover community, and I love voiceover people, are my favorite to interview because you're all so humble. There's no ego. Do you think that's something that's just a part of the industry, or is it because you have the characters presented in front of you?
I definitely think it's part of the voiceover culture overall. It's just a very cool culture. I mean, and a cool, like world. You have to be, in order to work consistently, you have to be easy to work with and cool. So I think it just like naturally weeds people out, and you're left with like the best people ever. I love everybody who I work with. I truly do. Like, it's a great community.
Well, we love what you do, so thank you so much for doing it.
Thanks so much.
And we look forward to the series.
Yeah.